Okay, good morning, everybody. This is October the 24th, and it's Friday again. Whoa, time is really flying, right? It's October the 24th, 2025. Now we're going to be examining word problems in simultaneous equations, right? So 3 soft drinks and 6 bars cost $9. 5 soft drinks and 2 bars cost $11. Write into equations and hence find the cost of each item. So in other words, what's going to happen, we're going to say let x represent a soft drink, good. Let x represent a soft drink, and y represents a 6 bar, a bar, right? A bar. So now what's going to happen, we're going to note what we're using, and we're going to continue to read again and write down 2 equations. Then we're going to solve them, right? So in other words, they say three soft drinks. Is that okay? And 6 bars costs $9. That's the first equation. And then the second sentence is saying what? 5 soft drinks and 2 bars cost what? $11. And these are 2 equations that you have to write down, right? So we have written them down. Now we're going to say and hence find the cost of each. So what's going to happen here? We are going to solve this system. Now I know that you have a choice to either make the x's or the y's the same. What I'm going to do to expose you a bit is that we're going to attempt to make the y's the same, since you know that the x's can be made the same and become 15, 15. What about the y's? What's going to happen, we're going to write back equation 1. And from there, we're going to, since 2 is a factor of 6, we're going to try to up this 2 to 6 by doing what? Multiplying it by 3, but we're not multiplying this alone by 3, multiplying the whole equation by 3, not this 3. 2 times what gives 6. So you're multiplying the whole equation by that. So the aim is to make the y's the same. So now you're going to have 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times, 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times 2y is 6y. And 3 times 11 is 33. This is a brand new looking equation, right? So please note that. And from there, if you look carefully, we have gotten a chance to make the y's the same. And it's good to attempt to make the y's the same because in our past experiences, we were making the x's the same all the time in most instances. And from there now, we want to, so the aim here, since you would have made the y's the same, is to apply the method of elimination. So we're going to eliminate the y's because they're the same. So have the same coefficient, have the same sign. So in other words, what we're going to do to eliminate these two, we're going to subtract. That's my subtraction sign. So we will not be subtracting the y's alone, but we're subtracting the x's, the y's, and the results. Right? So let's go and subtract and see what we get. What is 3x minus 15x minus 12x? What is 6y minus 6y? 0. And what is 9 minus 33? That's negative 24. And from there we can solve this here. We're going to undo multiplication, which is division. We're going to divide here by 12, divide here by 12. by negative 12, sorry. A negative divided by a negative, go. 12 to 12 is 1. A negative divided by a negative, go. So we're going to have x equal to what? 2. So we're going to have x equal to $2. Right away we're seeing what is the cost for a soft drink. And from there we're going to take this result and plug it into equation. Plug it into equation 1 or 2. Doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose one of them anyway. So you're going to have 3 times 7 plus 6y equals 9. Equals 9. But x is what? X is $2. We're going to put our $2 in here. Right? We're going to have 3 times $2 is $6. Plus 2y equals to 9. And from there, we're going to go and undo $6 by subtracting $6 from both sides. Make sure you have it properly aligned as you're seeing here. These two are going to go. So we're going to have what? 2y equals to what? $3. Right? And from there, we're going to do what? Divide both sides by what is with y? What is with y? That's 3x here. That is correct. Just check in and multiply that. This is 6y. This is 6y. Right? And divide both sides by what is with y. These two are going to cancel out. So y is equal to what? When you reduce this, you're going to get 3 1s, 3 2s, and if you convert this from fraction to decimal, you're going to get 0.50, as in, call this 50 cents. Right? 50 cents. So in other words, we can say that the cost of a soft drink, costs $2, and a bar costs, let's say 50 cents. 50 cents, right? And this is how basically you solve a system like this here. Of course, you can go through the process of checking out if it is correct and stuff like that. So please note what would have been done there. I'm going to erase this, and we will try another one with a diagram so you can see what has happened. So please note what has happened here. Yeah, I'm going to erase all of this now. All right. I hope you're having a good Friday and you have good plans for the day. Just remember there is Cancer Awareness Month, and we are remembering those who are being affected by it directly or indirectly. But we're going to keep them in our prayers because they're all important. Is that okay? So make sure that you make that your duty now, because it's not your family. We have to make sure that we have that care and concern for each other. Now look at this one here. It says find the values of x and y in the following rectangle. Good. I'm going to draw the rectangle. Let me see what it's about. So I'm going to draw it. Yep. put in the dimensions. So now we're going to have good. Then it should be given something like that. I'm going to try to work this with pink. This Pinktober. And remember all those people who are being affected by this deadly disease that's called cancer. Yeah, good. So look at this here. First of all, you have to remember the properties of a rectangle. And if you recall clearly, it is being said that the opposite sides are equal. It means that this side is equal to this side, so we can say that what? X plus y equal to 7, and this side equal to this side, so we can say what? X is equal to 2y plus 1. So what you notice there? We would have formed two equations, right? Yeah. I can do some color coding. I can put this in green, 2y plus 1. 2y plus 1, and we're going to change this guy here in a few. Yeah. So we have an equation 1, and we have an equation 2. So what we're going to do, if you look carefully, which method can we use here? The method of substitution, because we could take equation 2 and put it into equation 1. So let's go and try that and see what happens. So equation 1 is what? Equation 1 is x is what? 2y plus 1 plus y equals to 7. Yeah, there you go. And from there we could simplify the left hand side by bringing these two friends together. So we're going to have what? Y is 2y plus y, that's 3y plus 1 equals 7. And from there, we can do what? Undo positive 1 by subtracting. So we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. These two are going to go. So we're going to leave what? 3y equals to 6. And if you have multiplication with 3 and y, we're going to undo multiplication by doing what? Dividing. These two are going to go. So what y is equal to? 2. So right, we see what y is equal to, right? And from there, let's go to a little separator to show you that I'm continuing. We're going to have to take this 2 and plug it into equation 1 or 2. Because equation 2 is saying x equal to, I'm going to use that same because we want to find the x value. So we're going to have that x is equal to what? 2 times, I'm going to color coding going, 2 times something plus 1. But y is what? Y is 2. So now x is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. So x is equal to 5. So how do we can go through and say that what? X is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2. So this is how basically you solve a system like this one here. You have to remember the properties of a rectangle, and the properties that we use here, that the opposite sides are equal. So x plus y is equal to 7, and the opposite sides again are parallel and equal, of course, parallel and equal. So x is equal to 2y plus 1, and that's how we would have formed our equations. And from there, after the formation of the equations, you would see that you can apply the method of substitution here. Do the substitution, do a double substitution, right? Because we have to take equation 2 and plug it into equation 1, and whatever we get for y, we have to plug that into equation 1 or 2 to find x. So that's how basically you solve a system like this. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and please visit my videos from time to time for reinforcement purposes, so that you can be at an advantage. God bless you. Take care. I'll see you in my next video.